when I was still in college. This was just after I began following the Lord faithfully in everything that I did. Don't get me wrong, I grew up in the church. But how many of us grew up in the church and don't really understand why we're here?
Amen. Amen.
And this when I got out, I went to Bible school, and when in Bible school, I asked him to give me a greater understanding of what God is doing in my life, so that I can understand what He's trying to get me to do. And then I began to follow the Lord passionately. I read the Bible for the first time all the way through, chronologically, as it is supposed to be read. And I finally got an understanding. Because the first time I read it like I read any other book, from front to back. And you don't really get an understanding of what God is telling you when you do it that way. You have to do it chronologically. I'm going to get that right. And then you'll get an understanding of what God is telling you about yourself. Amen? See, I love those years when I didn't really have any cares or worries. I focused on my life on following God. I chose to follow God and was passionate about it. Looking back at that moment and comparing it to now, I see I was so different. Many of them, the differences are good. But sometimes those red flags do go up. Am I the only one? No, not at all. See, but I was recognizing that while I have a greater desire to follow God and be used for His glory, that useful zeal, that passion isn't there all the time. All right, come on. Growing older, there's no reason for passion to fade. Amen? Amen. Getting married, obtaining a job, raising a family is absolutely no reason for passion to fade. For zeal to be swept under the rug. Amen? Amen. It should be getting stronger. Amen? In fact, your passion and your zeal for the Lord should be growing and growing. See, Joshua, when he addressed Israel with passion, was no longer the young brave warrior who led the Israelites into the promised land. No. It tells us in Joshua 23:1, a long time afterwards, when the Lord had given rest to Israel from all their surrounding enemies, and Joshua was old and well advanced in years. He is older and advanced in years when he gave this address to the